people of the world and beyond, people in space. Today I wanted to make a really weird dream video because I have nightmares routinely. I have nightmares most nights. That's for a couple of reasons, but this one I had last night was insane. Where do I even begin? It all started, I was at this house party, and there's just a group of people around, just all gathered around in like one room. So, I end up falling asleep on one of the couches, and I don't know if it's daytime, nighttime, I don't know what's going on. I just know that I'm taking a nap or something, and I see myself on a couch. And then I wake up, and instantly I know that someone has, how do I say it, taken advantage of me while I was asleep. It's kind of awkward to talk about on camera. I was still asleep during the event of being taken advantage of, somehow, in my dream. But then when I woke up, I just knew that someone had taken advantage of me in my dream. So I was like, who was it? I looked around the room. Who did this to me while I was asleep? This guy, it was like, he just looked normal. He didn't look harmful, but then again, it doesn't matter how you look, anybody's capable. He was like, oh, that was me. I'm the one that did that to you. Me over here, it was me. Like, who in the right mind? It all made sense in my dream, kind of. Cat, really? And then I'm thinking, okay, how did this guy do this and no one stopped him, no one said anything, nobody questioned him? It's kind of like when there's a movie and then there's like the main characters and you know what's going on in their lives, but everyone else is just like extras and they're kind of standing around like talking about nothing and not really doing anything important. So there was just like these extras around and they weren't like really involved. It's kind of like in the movie Inception where the people aren't really paying attention to you. Cool. You win. So I opened the door to let her in and she like was like, why are you calling me? What are you doing? What are you gonna do? What, like, come in. I hate when cats do that. Like, when I open the door, that means you need to walk in here. Like, don't just stand there and like, I might change my mind. And then she doesn't even want me. You don't even want me. You don't care about me. You just want what you want. And you don't even know what you want. Do you? Yeah, that's the face of not knowing what you want. Bye. So, cat. Oh, I forgot to mention this. So it turns out after being taken advantage of that I had gotten pregnant. I knew instantly that I was pregnant with with a child. Like there was a child in me that was growing, and I just like knew. Now she wants out. You can't sit with us. So I was like, all right, so I need to talk to this guy. I ended up talking to him, chatting with him. We went and we sat down and I was like, all right, so you got me pregnant, so you're going to have to actually be present in this child's life and like pay child support and whatever you need to do to make sure that this child is taken care of, because this is on you because you did this and without my permission, so you're doing your part, is basically what I told him. And he was like, okay, cool, yeah, sure. I don't know if he was just saying that to be nice. I don't know if he actually meant it, and he was probably just gonna try to flake out later. So I'm like, all right, take me to your house to meet your family. So he takes me down this mountain, like, whew, and I'm like, this is like a sketch part of town. Like, I was thinking in my mind, it was a mountain, but I was thinking, this seems really sketchy. Like, why are we going down a mountain? It was a dream. So we get down to the bottom of the mountain-ish area, and there's this group of, like, people that looked like the same college age as sort of the people that were at the party. So he just starts having a chit-chat with them and a conversation. I don't know what they were talking about. I was just standing there with my pregnant self and not saying anything. And then, so he finishes up with his, like, little dialogue over there. And then I guess his house wasn't down there, so he's like, all right, let's go. My house is actually up this mountain. So, like, he lied. So how do I know if he's telling the truth now? I don't know. I just blindly follow him up the mountain. And the whole time I'm like, oh no, like, this is really strenuous on the baby. Like, I could lose the baby because of this. I just felt like this is stressing me out, and you can, in real life, miscarry a child just because your stress level is, like, too high. Not necessarily because you're climbing a mountain, but it's a dream. I mean, a lot of pregnant women do a lot of things. They're very capable. We just keep climbing up the mountain, and I think that's when I'm starting to wake up, because, like, nothing else happens after that. Except my thought process, because I can really, like, hear my cat scratching my door. Indecisive animal. Do whatever you want. I'm just going to leave my door open because obviously I don't have a choice and I live by my cat's rules. So, my thought process was, alright, how am I going to tell people that I'm pregnant? Because people won't expect me to get pregnant unless I'm, like, in a committed relationship with somebody in real life. So I'm thinking, I'm just going to go on Facebook and be like, yep, I'm pregnant, what of it? And that was, like, my solution. You know how people are on Facebook? They're really fake? Yeah, so that's how they would act. And they'd all like it and like it and like it and like it. And then they would really not like it because they just don't want to make me feel bad, but they feel awkward not liking it. So it was, like, going to be one of those weird situations. So that was one of my thoughts about my dream, like, as I was coming out of the dream. I don't know if I was waking up. I don't know. But the other thought I had was, yay, like, I don't have to have a period now. I am going to be pregnant for, like, 9 months, and I don't have to worry about bleeding, you know? Because now all I have to worry about is carrying a big, you know, bowling ball in my stomach and walking around and looking crazy because it was, like, kind of a sudden thing that had happened and nobody was mentally prepared for it. So, not even me. So yeah, that was a weird pregnant dream that I had. And that was one of 2 dreams that I had that sleep cycle. The next dream is also pretty crazy because it's also sort of a nightmare. So stay tuned.